Hello, good morning or evening, depending on the time zone. Hello, Dane, Rollin, Anarchy. Hello, I am back. Did you miss me? I hope you didn't, because it's been actually longer. I was about to, well, I wasn't about to, but my idea was to go back home after some days, like a week and a half. And I unfortunately had to stay for longer. Um, back with the milk. Because Rollin had a injury at her foot, so to speak. So yeah, I had to stay a bit longer to help her with, she couldn't walk, so I had to physically carry her around the house like a prince will do to a princess. So yeah, it was fun. My back started to hurt after a while because I'm not a trained, you know, should have been me. She's not. I'm not trained. I'm not physically active. So yeah, it was a pain for a bit, but after a while I got used to it, and yeah, I'm glad she's doing way better now. We got rid of she got rid of the issues. We went to first aid, which is like a service here in Italy where it's like open 24/7, and you get put in a queue. You need to wait for your turn in this waiting room. The wait was from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., which was yeah. It took us a long time. Luckily, the people there waiting helped us, ease the wait, which was very very nice. And yeah, she's now doing a little bit of, she's on a healing path. The infection that was there is gone. She was finally able to walk a couple of days before I went away. So when I was sure she was gonna be fine, I just came back home. So yeah, I have to use Crocs everywhere. Crocs! Crocs are cool. I'm wearing them right now, but you can't see them because of the VTuber model. This is one of the many perks of using a VTuber model. Let me reset. Hold on. Okay, way better. So yeah, she's doing fine. I took what was supposed to be my break, ended up being my first time as a nurse. Yeah. Yeah, but technically it's fine. I don't know if she wants me to talk about it. I can if she wants, but I don't want to. It's private stuff. Maybe she doesn't want to. I can. Okay. Apparently, what looked like she developed like a huge bulge on her left foot or right foot. I don't remember, but left. Okay. And what we thought was a blister at first or a callus ended up developing in this huge bulge that was very weird to look at because it was very big. It started growing in the weekend. It was sized like sized. Its size was like a thumb first, and slowly became as big as her foot, pretty much. And apparently, it wasn't something silly on our end. She was like, I probably developed because I was sweating and I was sitting weirdly on a chair. I probably broke something in my veins. It's my fault, and yada yada yada. And long story short, after we went to first aid and they analyzed it, they realized it was apparently a bug bite. She was bitten by a bug that injected the venom deep in her foot and developed a huge infection that was slowly conquering her foot. Why would you do this, Abby? People were thinking it was a violin spider, but apparently it's not, because the violin spider is way... it's not deadly, but could have caused way more damage. So now we're waiting for information about it. And there is technically a team of people working at the hospital to, get the results. But they told us, you can come in a week and we will have everything ready. It's been a week and a half and we still have nothing. The brown recluse that has a violin mark on its back, and they are pretty dangerous. Hold on. I don't think we have them. Oh, hold on. I actually don't know if we have them in Italy. Now you made me curious. Hold on. Okay, they are very rare here, like extremely rare. So it's not impossible, but died. Another clues like the second deadliest spider on the planet. Yeah, I think she would have gone way worse if she was bitten by this one. Because like the infection started like a week, like not a week, like 4 days before I went there. So I think it's not that. Didn't get anything, just depression, yeah. So I don't think it was that one, actually. I feel like it could have been way worse if it was that one. So that's why we're all wondering what it was. Not as bad as Black Widows. If someone is allergic to bee stings, then it can be life-threatening. Oh, okay. I actually don't know. I have no clue. I feel like it wasn't that one because of how rare they are in Italy. And also, Rollin lives at the 4th floor in a big city. Well, relatively big city. So, I guess like it sounds very hard for it to be the case. I wouldn't deny it. I don't know, but just say, oh yeah, by the way, it was such a weird situation that even the medics that operated there, when you said violin spider, that's what I thought of. They're actually two different kinds of spiders. Violin spider is more European, I think, while the one you said it's mostly in the US. I think they're pretty similar though. Like even looking at them, they are pretty similar. I think maybe the violin spider is a bit wider, like not wider, like it's chunkier, so to speak. But yeah, when we went to the first aid, and then they told her, come back tomorrow and we will give you some proper medication. We came back there, and after they cleaned it, don't want to go in details, the the surgeon stood there looking at it, silent. And the nurse that was close by said, everything okay? It's like, yeah, I'm thinking. That was scary, you know, when you hear a medic look at a wound or infection, like, and they're like, I don't know what to do with this. I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. Should we disinfect it or like that was kind of scary at first, but I guess it was something out of the ordinary even for them. When on vacation in Venice, I saw a scorpion in a alley. Yeah, there are scorpions. They are very rare in Italy, but there are some scorpions around here. I saw one when I was in elementary school. There was a scorpion hanging on the ceiling. I saw it. I warned the teacher, and we spent the last hour trying to get it down. I saved me and my squad an hour of time. An hour of learning in elementary school. They are not common, but they are around. I don't think they're deadly though. I think they just have a very huge thing, and that's it. So yeah, rolling is doing better. We still don't know what it is. It's something that could have done some serious damage if ignored. Luckily, we didn't ignore it as much as we thought. And she's doing she's doing a very fast recovery. Now we're happy. And I started uploading shorts again on my end since I came back. Yeah, everything is back to normal now. Except for the Switch 2 announcement that we need to talk about now. In case you didn't know, we released a song cover. Yes, we did release a song cover actually. Do you want to listen to it? I can put it on. I also made the video for it. Hold on. Yeah, we were talking about a lot of things today. It's gonna be chatting, and that's it. Probably. Yeah. If you want, you can also sub to Rollin's channel. There are a lot of videos in there. Hopefully she's gonna start uploading some stuff from time to time now. We did a cover from Like a Dragon or Yakuza, depending on how you want to call it. We start to see more. I will put some stuff in there. Yeah. Good. So yeah, I'm not a singer. I don't really sing, but when it comes to parts where I just need to, talk into the microphone, I think I do pretty well, I guess. So yeah, if you want to check it out, the song is there. It's been linked. It's a cover of Like a Butterfly from the Yakuza series. And I think it's pretty good. I made the editing of the video. Scovery, which is a friend of ours, which is a music composer and producer, did the mixing. And of course, Merlin did the art and Rollin did the female voice. So yeah. I'm actually looking forward to another one in case we want to. I already have an idea of a cover we could do, but I need to, I want to wait for Rollin to be inspired. But anyway, I want to talk about Switch 2. Switch 2 has been on everyone's mouth for a whole week. And it's understandable, because Switch 1 was the biggest revolution in handheld technology. Not really, because phones were already a thing, but console-wise, Switch was the potentially the best console objectively when it comes to variety and portability. Because you can literally play games at a decent quality if you place the Switch in the dock, and you can also play decently even in portable, which is pretty cool. And there were a lot of games that were very unique, like Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey. What else was there? Infinite Wii U ports, I guess. Which wasn't really unique, but it was kind of unique if you think how many copies the Wii U sold. So yeah, it was kind of unique. Going to search a list of the announcements? No. I'm going by brain. And also we got mostly the Nintendo unique games that are exclusive to Switch were the biggest part of the whole thing. On my end, I didn't buy a Switch 2 until the announcement of Sora for Smash. I didn't buy a Switch 2 as in not the number, but as in TWO. Hello anime, welcome in. It's been a while. Doing fine. Recovering from helping Rollon with her foot. But yeah, I didn't buy one because I didn't really need it, because there were many games that I was interested in. Until they announced Sora for Smash. Well, they announced Sephiroth first, and I was like pretty hyped. I was like, nothing can top Sephiroth's announcement. And then they landed it. They like threw it out of the park with Sora's announcement. And I was like, I need to buy it. I need to buy a Switch. I need to play Smash. And I did. I own my Diablo 3 themed Switch for 4 years now, and I love it. It's a great console. I think the Switch is still a great console, and one of my favorite things about it is that it's just reliable. I didn't have. Well, maybe I do have one Joy-Con that's drifting. I don't play much, but I do have one Joy-Con that is drifting. But it was a pre-owned one, so it does make sense. And I already had the Smash subscription and still main Sephiroth. I can fix it. Yeah, she does. She can actually fix. She knows she did. She did fix a Joy-Con on stream one day. I remember that. I also helped her with a drill because we had to pierce through the ruined screws that were in there, because the Joy-Con screws are very, very fragile, I swear. So yeah, I bought a Switch 2 for I wanted to buy a Switch 2 for Kingdom Hearts not Switch 2, Switch 1 for Kingdom Hearts 2, but unfortunately Kingdom Hearts on Switch does not exist. You can say it exists because of cloud gaming, but cloud gaming is not real gaming, you know what I mean? You don't own the cartridge, actually. You own the cartridge, but you don't own the game, so it's not really... It's not ideal. It's not ideal. So yeah, I don't... I mainly used it as a Smash machine. Which sounds very weird now that I say it out loud. Sounds like use it as a Smash machine, sure. I conquered the ladies with it. Anyway. I didn't really need a Switch, except for Smash. And the Hyrule Warriors as well. Because I'm not a Nintendo fan. I hardly play Nintendo games. Like, I don't even play Pokemon a lot. I play mainly Square Enix games, or what else? Darksiders games, Elden Ring, you know, the FromSoft verse games as well, and those are hardly on Switch. So I mainly used it for other things. Lower the music a little bit. Okay. So personally, Switch 2 was not a huge deal for me. I didn't think much of it when I saw it first. Ah? Hold on. No, that's not happening. Hold on, I forgot to remove that. I fixed everything but that one. No, it's not today. Shut up. I'm sorry. I God damn it, man. My brain. I forgot. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, now we're cool. I think the best way to talk about Switch 2 is to actually show the Switch 2 itself. Thank you. So now we're gonna go through this. Whoops. No, shut up. They started with Mario Kart. I forgot on chapter 3 and 4. We can't hear. Wait, how can't you hear? Hold on. It's on. Oh, hold on. I know why. No? Huh? Weird. You should be able to hear it. That's so weird. Hold on. You know what? Easy solution. Easy solution. This should work now. No, it doesn't. This is what happens when you have a very nice setup. Nothing wants to work. Edge audio. Same exact. Let's see. Can you hear now? I swear to God. Audio properties. That is very weird. Stuff happening. It is what it is. It is what it is, but I want you to be able to hear this. Thank you. Okay, you can't hear it, but I don't know why. Doesn't make any sense. Huh. I want you to hear it though. So I think for this time around, hello Merlin. I will do the insane act. Close. You mean Edge? Yeah, I can. Hold on. Gonna close and reopen Edge. Give me a second. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna try. Tell me if you can hear anything. Did you hear it? He's edging us. Fuck me. Nope. Well, what a day to have this. Make sure it's the right one. It's technically it's supposed to play the. It's supposed to play the exe audio. Executable. You had issue to with OBS. You know what? I have an idea. I have a very clear idea. Give me a second. Very cool idea coming up. A very cool idea, guys. Hopefully it's gonna work. Give me a second. Ciotomate kudasai. One second. I'm switching. Can you hear it now? Hold on. Yep. Now you can. It was very loud as well. I'm sorry. I fixed by switching to Chrome. Fuck my life. Okay. Gonna lower the volume. Okay. At this point, we already knew it was Mario because of Yoshi here. It was Mario Kart. Let me lower the volume because it's like very loud in my ears.
Okay, let's go.
Ha! Well timed. But yeah, they announced Mario Kart 9 or World. And my opinion on this is that it's Mario Kart. And I don't really care. Not in a bad way. Literally, it's Mario Kart. We knew it was gonna happen, and it looks good, and that's okay. But I just don't play Nintendo games. So it was fun for me at first, and like, yeah, that's a neat idea. You can do a lot of cool things. I'm happy for the fans. I'm happy for the people who are gonna play it. There's a cow, and there are a lot of cool ideas. But it's not for me. So instead of hyping it up, as some people might think, you know, like people say, wow, it's Mario Kart, insane, we have finally a new Mario Kart. And I'm here thinking, sure, you guys can be happy. I'm totally unfazed by this. Very cool. Ends there. For me, at least. So I'm gonna skip this part and we're gonna go to this.
That was you. So quick.
Discord 0.5.
Nix, I'm coming for you. Come on, no.
Introducing
So-
Game Chat, a new
so
feature
weird.
for Nintendo Switch 2.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me? Hello?
Like, it's literally, like, look at this. Oh, no, fuck me. Okay, I can't use my shortcuts. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep it simple then. Like, look at this and tell me why is that subtitles in French? It's Discord. It's just this overlay is Discord. It's literally the screen. Hold on, we're gonna get there. It's literally the overlay for Discord. They copy pasted it. This is the screen share of Discord. Actually, no, this is the voice chat for Discord when you have it in full screen on PC.
This feature, you'll be able to communicate.
And C is for the there's a new button which is like C, and that C button is for this feature specifically.
While using the game chat feature, your voice is recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Oh, okay. But you're still behind me.
And for legal actions. Yeah, they could have made it like red themed instead of green, because green is just,
Jump on here.
you know.
Let's keep going. Let's make a left right here. Let's make a.
When it's noisy around you, your voice will still come through clearly, letting you chat with ease.
How did you get hit
Okay.
by the bow?
They have crisp incorporated.
And heart's content. Even while playing
And
different
as you can see, the other screens are playing at like 10, 15 FPS.
In the sky right here.
And I like how trustworthy this is. Like, look at the screens at the bottom. And look how laggy they are.
the size of your game screen.
Not gonna lie, it's fine for what it is. But it's just so weird. It's just so weird.
Guys, I'm lost.
Just so weird, man.
Or expand another friend's game screen.
Oh yeah, you can also do this and clearly see what's happening. Yes.
It's just like the wall. Like if she gets past the wall.
This is where I have to do a little wall ride.
I like that they kept the real experience, by the way, with screen sharing being at like 10 FPS. Imagine watching someone playing a game that you enjoy with this quality from start to finish. I'm like, whenever you turn your head around, you're like, this is what
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller,
this is what real life feels like. This is what, wow.
you can pull up a chat menu
So yeah. And also you can have this,
and video chat.
which is still pretty cool. Like you have the webcam and everything that works with your
Here's how
with the
it
game,
works just
and also you have a background canceling thing. It is Discord, 100%.
which use your
And there are features in games that work well, like this one. I think there is a lot of potential, but it's so bad. It's so bad. And I'm pretty sure it's like cheap. So it's because I'm pretty sure the Switch 2 is not gonna be as powerful as a PS5, for example. And I'm happy that they are trying to put a cool feature in it. But it's still, you know what? It feels like they are trying so hard to do things properly, and it's hard. Discord from Temu that you need to pay for. And the worst thing about this that people have been saying is that you need in order to have all these features, you need the camera, you need of course the Switch 2, and then you need to buy the fucking subscription because it's exclusive to Nintendo Switch Online. Why? Why? So in order to use this properly, you need 40 euros of camera, 35 euros. 40 euros of PlayStation camera, of Nintendo Switch camera, 35 for the freaking subscription. You need to have internet, of course, and then you need to also have the console, which in Italy it's 500 euros. This is so bad. This was bad, honestly. Anyway.
Game share can only be used with compatible games. This feature is planned for several titles, starting with a free update.
Game share is cool. Game share is cool. This is what the DS used to do. Some you can screen share some games, which is you are close to a person, you own the game, and you can send the game to another person so you can play together. This shit is neat. This shit is cool. This is what the DS and the fucking PSP used to do. And they brought it back. This is nice. This is cool.
So we hope you'll look forward to it.
Up next, we'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
I don't think we are interested in this at all. This is just good thing. Bigger screen, same thickness, better Joy-Cons, better screen, better everything. It's slowly becoming less and less portable, unfortunately. But I think it's okay, because the Steam Deck is way bigger than this.
The system's thick, you can move it freely.
Better support, yada yada. Of course, we have different cartridges for Switch and Switch 2.
But it's now red, and it has much faster data reading speeds.
It's like an SSD kind of card, which is okay.
Next up is additional storage.
The Switch 2 has more storage. They didn't specify if you can use other storage micro SDs. I think and hope it does, because otherwise this is gonna end very badly. This is the reason why the PS Vita died. For the PS Vita, you had to use your you will have to buy theirs for so it's the same as PS Vita. It's not gonna last long. They're just Nintendo official ones. I hope so, because the PS Vita had unique exclusive SD cards, and you can only use those SD cards with the PS Vita and for the PS Vita alone, and the PS Vita supported those alone. They wanted you to buy them to justify the cheapness of the PS Vita. What happened? The PS Vita failed. It wasn't for the game, it was also for the games. But it was mainly because you had to buy SD cards that were twice as expensive because Sony decided to. Yeah, don't buy these, because these are gonna be hella expensive for no reason, just because of the brand. And they're gonna be just like the others. So don't buy them. Don't buy these. Please don't. Nintendo's been asking for way too much money on this already. Don't give them more for now. The SD card with an M on it will cost 100. Yeah, 100 or 200. Probably if there are gonna be Tera sized SDs, it's probably gonna cost a shitload of money.
Switch 2 will only work with micro SD express cards.
So yeah.
They're a different type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfers possible.
What is this? Oh yeah, of course, they are releasing Nintendo Switch updates. Only got third-party SD for my Switch. Same. It's just, they're so cheap, holy shit, compared to them. Like, it's insane. Oh yeah, also we have updated games for Nintendo Switch 2.
The second type is compatible games.
Yes, compatible Nintendo Switch games, that's what I meant. According to what they said, there are approximately 120 games that will not work on Switch 2. And you might say it's a huge... You probably can hear an helicopter coming, but like outside my house, but it's fine. Too many. Hold on. Do you know how many games have been released for the Switch 1? Close to 12,000 games. So 120 is not that bad. depending which games are not going to be compatible. But if you think about it, they're probably going to be shovelware games or very specific ones. Depends which 120. Yes, exactly. But I'm pretty sure Nintendo games will definitely run on the Switch too. So if you don't find them don't find them available for Switch 2, it's very likely that you're gonna find them available somewhere else, like Steam or I don't know, PlayStation as well. So it's not a huge deal in my eyes. I think so far just the Nintendo Labo thing is not compatible. Good, because that was very bad. Sonic Battle Royale will work. That's a very specific one, and I sure hope it does for how expensive it is.
Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer
Also this one, yeah.
unique ways to play on Switch 2.
Nintendo Switch games will have updates for Nintendo Switch 2. This is very cool because you will have games that will... I think someone had an emergency outside. Probably you guys can hear a lot of things outside on my house. I'm sorry. But anyway. They are actually releasing updates for games that have already been released. And I think this is a good call. Release updates for games that have been around for a long time, so people have a reason to buy them again. And also give a reason them to buy them again. And also a reason to go back to them, so you can save money by playing all the games again instead of buying the new ones. I'm always down for updates for games that have been around for a long time. I think this is a huge idea. I think more companies and games should do this. There are upgrade fees. Exactly, that's why. That's why I consider it to be an actual good thing.
Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins.
It's understandable because the more work has been put on it, so it's fine. But it's still, you know, an extra cost for it. Buying a game for 60 euros, pounds, or dollars is a scam. Yeah.
With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off.
But like,
The Wild and The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom feature enhanced resolution and frame rates.
consider that if you own the game, if you own the game, usually these upgrades range between 10 and 12 and 20 bucks. So it's if you already own the game, you are in for extra content that is kind of cheap. So it's pretty much okay. Paying 90 euros for Mario Kart game is too much, absolutely. They say it's justified because of the amount of work has been put on it. Everyone's just bullshitting, like everyone's just shitting on it because of how expensive it is. And people online have been saying, oh yeah, I will definitely justify the higher prices for games that I love. I'm like, no, you won't. No, you won't. Because when you buy something, you can't, like in your brain, you can't value the enjoyment of the game that you are playing without considering how much you spent. I bought, for a game that I don't like personally, it's a great game, but I didn't like it. I bought Nier Automata for 70 euros at launch, and I didn't enjoy it because it was a bit of a mess from my point of view, gameplay-wise. The story is great, the music is great, the characters are great. The story was good, but messy because you had to play Nier and Drakengard to fully understand it. And it's never like, not everyone knows it's a sequel spin-off to Drakengard. So I didn't really enjoy it. And thinking back, I probably would have not loved to spend that much money on it. If I were to spend 20 bucks or 30 bucks, sure, I would have loved it. Deltarune becomes pay-to-play. I'm gonna jump off of the building. Deltarune is gonna be pay-to-play. Deltarune has been sold. Like, Chapter 3 and 4 will be released soon. And you will have to pay 25 euros in order to play them. Which is not much, honestly. Considering how much you've played Chapter 1 and 2 for free. They need to make money out of it. And also they said that if you buy Deltarune, the newer chapters will be free. So it's fine. You have content, you pay for content, and the content stays the same and also improves on the go, like as time goes on, because they will update the chapters and everything. I think it's a good call. I think Toby Fox did a good thing.
And also support
So, yeah.
HDR, which makes the image more vibrant.
People have been shitting on
You
this,
can play with
by the way.
smoother, higher
I will.
definition graphics.
This is not 90s. Yep.
Plus, you can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes.
People shut on this.
This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices. It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles.
Which means you need to buy the upgrade in order to use this. This is a guide with extra story-related content in it.
For example, it can help guide you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
Or
There's also sharing creations, which is fine.
send them to another player to
But
complete
the thing that people was pretty angry about,
your adventures.
and they didn't show this in the trailer for Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, but there are unique story bits depending on the locations you are in if you use the app in that moment. And people have been insane about this. They have been saying that this should not be a feature in the game. This should be in the game, not outside of the game. This is awful. This is bad. Friend, let me tell you a story about Final Fantasy XV and Kingdom Hearts. And I can tell you, you can laugh, but it's not a funny one. Fucking 15 had a movie, had an anime, novel, light novel, what else? Content outside of the game itself in other games? Like, man, come on.
In Kirby and the Forgotten Land, you'll be able to
And Kingdom Hearts had all the mobile games as well. Like, if you want to get the whole experience, you need to play so much shit.
graphics and frame
It's insane.
This story takes
It also showed
D at 120
upgrades for Metroid and
the Nintendo
Pokemon. And also they released this, which I think it's neat. But I'm thinking who's gonna, like, people are gonna play it because it looks like fun, honestly, using the Switch 2 features with the Joy-Cons. But I wonder how much it's gonna last, because this one definitely seems like an online-only game. And I'm afraid it's not gonna last for long. I can also imagine, like, if you play on the table, I can imagine, if you play this constantly, I can imagine the craters that are gonna be made by the constant scratching on the table. Like, you're gonna create two tables by constantly using this for the games. But I think this one is a very cool game. It's a very cool, unique game, and people from the how you call it, the community of people with wheelchairs. I don't remember the term now, but they said that this game is pretty neat and that they like the representation and how cool it is to have something like this. And I'm pretty happy with them as well. Like, this looks like a lot of fun. I don't know if I would play it though. It is very cool. Yes, yes. It's like an improved Rocket League. Something funny? Yeah. Go for it. Summer 2025, which is pretty much on the release with Nintendo Switch. Oh, and now we go into my details.
Mice to intuitively pull off various moves. We hope you're looking forward to a new twist on 3-on-3 matches using dual mouse controls.
Okay.
Next,
The first lineup.
Publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
I believe Nintendo Lab accept the 4th because it didn't release in Italy. Were you happy with it?
I have long observed the lands between.
Fucking yes!
Is in dire need of repair. You can see them, can't you?
The frame rate sucks.
The rays of grace that guide you through.
But if I were to buy a Switch 2, I will definitely buy this. And this is when I shat myself, screamed so loud, and fuck me, I got ads. God damn it. I did buy ads now. But yeah, I saw this and my brain was like, oh cool, Shadow of the Earth Tree. Like, the expansion is in the game. I look down at the armor sets. New ad break pop up? Yep. Less invasive. There is not the huge banner anymore. It's way better. I look at this and I'm like, holy shit, they are adding stuff to the game. I can't wait to play this. I want to read the descriptions. I want to know everything about this. I want to know how much stuff has been added. And yada yada yada. Then I see this and I'm like, this is cool. They added a new location, because I don't recognize this at all. And I can't wait to play fucking Elden Ring 2.0 once again. And yeah, I kept going, and then I realized that this is not actually a new location. This is in the DLC. And I got very sad after that. I was like, oh my god, a new location! Oh! And then just no, it's not a new location. It's in the DLC. They're just adding armor sets, and which is cool. I kind of wanted more because I love Elden Ring, but I understand this. As soon as I saw this, though, I was like, what are the implications? How do we have Lunar Torrent? How can Torrent change its shape and colors? Nothing is random in Souls games. And this one shattered my brain because I could not think of ways to implement this canonically and lore accurately in the game. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna enjoy it, but I need to know how they implement it. Speaking of which, I came prepared. There is the announcement from Twitter that says, new features in Elden Ring Tarnished Edition include 4 new armor pieces. It's not really pieces, it probably meant sets, which is very cool. And also apparently there are unique emotes from this picture, at least, which is very nice. And the ability to change the appearance of the spirit horse Torrent. 3 types in total. Does this mean we have 3 more torrents? Or we have 3 total torrents? Like base torrent, lunar torrent, and then another torrent that we don't know. We don't know. It says in total. So I guess we have 2 more skins for torrent, which is okay. We hope you will take this opportunity to get your hands on it. This element is also planned to be sold as a download on other platforms. To be sold. This is unprecedented in FromSoft history. Didn't get ads even on sub anymore. Strange. I won't question Twitch anymore. If it happens, it happens. I'm sorry, but it's not on my end anymore. Whenever an ad break starts, it goes to certain people and not others, and I don't know why and how, but yeah. The segment is also planned to be sold as download on other platforms. This is unprecedented. FromSoft always did proper DLC-sized like expansions. They never really did smaller packs of downloads or of DLC content. This is unprecedented. This has never been done. And I feel like this was not on From Software's side. This was made by Bandai Namco in order to push new features and justify adding content to the game. But they did not want this to be paid, and probably they did not even want this to be a thing. They added it because Bandai Namco wanted the people to have a reason to play Elden Ring again on Switch. And I hope Miyazaki will have more control over his own IPs going forward, because this is not a positive thing in my eyes. I don't want to spend 100 euros to get all 400 armor sets in case there will be more armor sets in future games, because they need to be on par with sales. I'm happy Elden Ring is gonna be getting new stuff. I'm happy Elden Ring is gonna get more content to play. I'm afraid about this. Positively so, but I'm still afraid.
I have no doubt you will become Elden Lord.
Yeah.
May you take the throne.
Also, I love the fact that it's called Tarnished Edition, because Tarnished is something that is bad, quote unquote. It's not perfect, something that is a bit off, you know? It's something that is not really... It's something that is desaturated. It's lightless. It's something that is... No, it is not what you want. And I love the fact that they call it the Tarnished Edition, because it's the bad-looking version. So I enjoy the fact that they are calling this way. I'm very happy. Nintendo and more are getting hated even more. I always hated Bandai Namco. They make good games, but the monetization behind them is awful.
From Supergiant Games.
So Giant, we got look at 80s, in case you guys like 80s. I enjoyed 80s for what I played. I didn't play much. I want to keep playing though. But I need to be in a very specific mood in order to play it. It is too, yeah. Already available on PC as... well, we meet again. Hello, Mania. We just stopped talking about Elden Ring. Me go by right now. Yeah. It's fun, but there's some mood depending on some people being included. Yeah, like it's awesome, but you need to be in the mood to play Hades because it's very hectic. You need to do a lot of things all at once. You need to dodge consistently. You need to always be on your toes for enemies and everything. It's a lot of fun, but you need to be into it. Also, yeah, amiibos of Street Fighter 6. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will buy them. We got a new Demon X Machina. Was it Demon X Machina? I don't remember the name. We got more games. And, oh yeah, we got a new GoldenEye as well. Or 007. And we're gonna see the moment the world broke and went back together in a matter of seconds. Square Enix girl with a white dress and long hair surrounded by servants.
The story of light and shadow that never fades is
And everyone shot themselves at like this shot and this shot, and then they all realized, oh no, it's not. Because in case you don't know, this is what Garnet from Final Fantasy IX looks like in her royal dress. And everyone thought that was gonna be Garnet, and they were quickly announcing a Final Fantasy IX remake. They were like, oh my god, it's happening! It's happening! I was also screaming internally, but I was like, nah man, they're not gonna announce it randomly like this. They're gonna do a proper presentation for this. It's gonna be either a huge mysterious drop and not something shown in a fast showcase like this. And in fact, this game was not announced. Final Fantasy IX Remake has not been announced yet. You like the Opera Omnia game? I also enjoyed Opera Omnia, but I didn't like the gacha nature of it. So after a while, I was like, I don't feel like playing it anymore, and I pretty much stopped. Everything, the story and everything, all the dialogues and the events have been saved on YouTube by people, which is insane. The dedication that it gotten, and also Square Enix has been closing all the mobile games they have. I think there are like a couple of games that have been up, and that's pretty much it now. So we need to see what Square Enix is gonna do, because right now their only active games are the ones that have been released on console. I do imagine though it was the case. Oh, by the way, Final Fantasy IX Remake, enjoy. Yeah, that would have been insane by Square Enix, but no. They hype Final Fantasy a lot. It's pretty much the only selling franchise they have worldwide outside of Kingdom Hearts. And Kingdom Hearts has been non-existent for 5 years at this point. Yet. Because if you didn't know, they actually announced a lot of things. Hold on, let me... give me a second. Final Fantasy Anniversary. Hold on. I can find it. Okay, give me a second. Okay, found it. Careful with the flashbang. Hold on. Bam. Okay. Kingdom Hearts is dying. I don't want it to die. Me neither. But it's not dying. It's just that they're taking their sweet ass time to make everything. Missing Link has been gone. Has been missing. And Kingdom Hearts 4 has been left in the closet for 3 years. What is amazing, I don't care what people say, though I agree with some arguments, but still. And they pretty much announced this kind of thing, which is a celebration of the 25th anniversary. Hello, Snap. I catch. I don't know if I got it. But this is pretty cool. You know what else got in this? Also, look how cool Zidane is in this one. Hold on. You know what got a 27 years celebration recently? You know what happened when this was shown, yes? They announced the Crisis Core Reunion, which is a remake / remastered of the original Crisis Core for PSP. So, this fucking shit is clearly because they want to make, or they want to publish, Final Fantasy IX Remake. So, all the indications, everything is there. They're just waiting for the announcement, which is probably going to happen in July, because Final Fantasy IX released in July. Everything connects nicely. So yeah, the world broke for half a second. And people were very sad that this was Bravely Default or Bravely whatever. And then, this is when Rollin exploded. Rollin is a huge Ryogaku Toku fan. Huge Like a Dragon fan. And I was like, hold on, okay, they're gonna announce something for the Switch 2. It's fine, no big deal. Fucking Yakuza 0. And then she was like, oh yeah, finally, I can play some Yakuza 0 again. It's truly insane. And then I was not as hyped. I read the director's cut. Like, hold on, director's cut? What is this? And she's like, director's cut? Also, Yakuza 0 is great, you should all play it. And this is when she started to lose her shit. Because they are adding cutscenes. And the English translation, and the English voice acting, and the multiplayer mode, and the Italian translation. For people who didn't know, Yakuza in Europe was only in English until Like a Dragon. The hype is the same as Silsong. I have a question. Isn't Yakuza mostly talking simulator? I kinda. There are a lot of dialogues. There is a lot of punching, but there are a lot of dialogues. It's Yakuza is better described as enjoy life simulator. You can easily play a shitload of hours of Yakuza by only doing minigames. And, of course, punching people in the face. But it's mostly minigames and sub-stories. The story is very good, though. The main story is insanely good. A friend of ours who doesn't like long story games said that he was not this invested in a story since, I think was The Last of Us 1, which he played when he was very young. So it does mean something. You just need to be ready to, let the controller down to play it, to get, let the cutscenes go, and be sure to grasp a lot of details. Because Yakuza is amazing, change me for real, yeah. Oh yeah, we have another Aru Warriors, which I personally, I would say it. I'm sorry. I don't care. Yeah, I like my Haru Warriors base, which is the Smash Bros. Haru Warriors of Zelda, which is great. Like, every character from Zelda is there, and they are all mashing and fighting against each other and destroying hordes of enemies. But I don't care for Breath of the Wild story, because I'm not a Zelda fan. I want more crossover Hyrule Warriors Musou games. I want more Musou games that are crossovers, or Musou games that merge universe properly. But they're not doing it. I like Zelda, but I'm not a huge fan of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. And that's totally fair, that's what I mean. Like, while I'm happy that people have gotten more of stuff that they enjoy, I don't care, personally. It's very cool, I'm very happy for you guys, but I don't care. Because I'm not a huge Zelda fan. I like Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. I don't like Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity and Age of Imprisonment, because I prefer to play Musou games that are lighter on story and everything. Yeah, we're gonna skip this one.
Support from Nintendo.
What else is there? Oh yeah, we have something huge here, which is GameCube emulation.
Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack will be getting a new classic game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
This is very cool because GameCube games are awesome. A lot of GameCube games are awesome.
A Legend of Zelda game that
They will do everything except porting the Wii U version of Wind Waker. Why? Wouldn't it be easier to port the Wii U version that has more stuff in it as well? What's the point of this?
looks like a cartoon come to life through cell shading.
Like, we are gonna play the version with worse textures and lighting and shading instead of the improved one which released on a more modern console.
Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda.
And also, we would have had the 16 by 9 resolution, or 16:9, whatever the name is, widescreen resolution. And then we have the boy, the wonderful Soul Calibur 2.
And the world, a tale of souls and swords eternally retold.
I love that they promoted this over a lot of other games.
In this 3D, weapons-based fighting game, each fighter comes equipped with a different weapon. And Link, from the Legend of Zelda series, enters the fray. Soul Calibur 2.
And I want to say this again, they will give us everything except a GameCube version with Link, Spawn, and Heihachi all together. It's just, we can't win. Imagine if they made a modern upgrades with proper improved graphics and textures and controls and everything, and the possibility to play as Heihachi, which was a PS2 exclusive, and Spawn, which was an Xbox exclusive, against Link, which is a Nintendo exclusive. It would break everything. Like, Soul Calibur 2 is one of the most beloved fighting games of all time. It's still played at EVO. Well, not every day, but still played at EVO at times. And the community loves it. So what is the point of not making a full version of it with every character? I think Spawn is owned by Marvel. So Marvel has been doing a lot of games and ports over the last few years. Bandai Namco has been releasing Tekken games for PC and others. Why can't we have the best possible Soul Calibur 2 version ever by having all three guests in one?
Experience a world of white knuckle racing.
And then I shot myself on this because fuck me if is good. Was so happy. Don't recall Link being on it though. It depends when where you played it. It was exclusive to GameCube.
In games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally or online.
And that is cool. This shit is awesome.
Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original releases. You can also check the controls for each title and customize.
You can also have save states, just like an emulator.
More titles will be added in the future.
I also love that this is literally a slap in the face to scalpers and resellers, because Fire Emblem Path of Radiance is a game that is pretty much sold at $200 and plus, maybe more, dollars online, along with Pokemon DX and Pokemon Colosseum. This is a straightforward slap in the face to people who are selling these games for a shitload of money. And they're doing this also because they know these games are very requested and are hard to find anywhere else. So, thank you, Nintendo. I would love to buy them instead of having to pay a subscription, though.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics, the Switch 2 exclusive game library coming to Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack launches the same day as the hardware's release.
Okay, now we have this. Ronin was like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is it? Like, very cute. He's like, very cute. And then it walked closer and I was like, hold on, this is Undertale, isn't it? Like, yeah, this is definitely Toby Fox. It fell. Very happy for all the people who have been waiting this for a long time. And in case you didn't know, I don't know if it's gonna be... Okay, no, it's not gonna be specified here because it's Borderlands 4. As I mentioned earlier, they're gonna give Deltarune more chapters in the future, and they will be free for the people who bought the game. So... Do you think Muscada was inspired by the character in the middle? By Randy Pitchford? I don't think they inspired Muscada based on Randy Pitchford.
Randy from Gearbox.
I don't think that's what happened.
Upcoming flagship Borderlands game will launch on Nintendo Switch 2.
I really hope they don't fuck it up. I can tell you this. I still have to play Borderlands 2. 2 DLCs and 3. So... I'm not really... It's cool, it's fine, it's gonna be okay, no big deal. They also announced Enter the Gungeon 2, which is in 3D, and it looks very cool, not gonna lie.
On the game. We're excited to share more with you in the future.
Let's play them together. They are long, very long. We might. There's gonna be... Oh yeah, huge announcement. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade has been released on... is gonna release on Switch 2. And I'm like... Of all Final Fantasy games, you choose to announce only this? It's cool, but... You could have also announced something more than just that. That's all. Oh yeah, and now this is the showcase. Okay, Kunitsugami, fine. A freaking bullet flying from the screen onto people's faces. Out of nowhere. Hollow Knight Silk Song. I'm like, oh wow, oh shit, holy fuck, what the fuck, what, like, bro, like, what, they, out of nowhere, and also dropping the year of release out of nowhere, which is this year, okay, I guess, what, fucking, good job, I don't know what to say. I saw a screaming Silk Song, which gave it away, yeah. So, yeah. This was potentially one of the best showcases ever made. Also, I'm so confused by this. Wild Hearts S. I think they technically announced that they closed the servers of Wild Hearts after 9 months. So I don't really understand this. Like, what's the point of making a port of Wild Hearts? It is Monster Hunter. Wild Hearts is just Monster Hunter, but made by Koei Tecmo. And I don't understand. Is it gonna have more content than base Wild Hearts? I don't know. And also Puyo Puyo Tetris is actually very cool. I love Puyo Puyo. And Tetris. Same content but shitty graphics? Probably, yeah. This one looks fun. This one looks totally uninteresting to me. Nobunaga's Ambition, fair. I kinda want to play one of these days. Because I like managing games and I've been discovering a love for managing games, which is insane. Shadow Labyrinth, which I'm very interested about. This is for the Shin Megami Tensei fans. Isomnium, it's not for me, never played them. Little Nightmares 3, or close to it at least. Wow! We got Fortnite, guys! Arcade Archives 2, Ridge Racer! And then, out of nowhere, they also shadow drop the announcement for Professor Layton. Human Fall Flat 2. I don't know how, but sure. Well, what's gonna be the difference between the 1 and 2? I don't know. And we were pretty happy with this overall.
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners. Please take a look.
And I was honestly, when I was here, I was like, okay, this is gonna be Final Fantasy IX remake. Well, the 2 is on Nintendo Switch 2. That's a fair point. Fair point. Very fair point. Okay, when we saw this, I was thinking it was gonna be Final Fantasy IX because of all the hype around it. And when we were watching this, Roland was like, this is Bloodborne. I'm like, no, it can't be Bloodborne because Bloodborne is PlayStation exclusive. And it doesn't really, like, it looks FROMSOFT, but I didn't want to say it out loud because I was like, I don't want to, make it too clear. Like, I'm like, I've been playing FROMSOFT games for a long time. I don't want to, just say, I look at this at a glance and say it's a FROMSOFT game. I was not gonna say it. They were saying Bloodborne, but like, it can't be Bloodborne, man. It's probably gonna be something from a Japanese developer. A bit random, but thank you for the drink.
I give you my blood.
Okay. When the sleeve of the dress appeared, I was like, that texture is very FROMSOFT-y, though. That texture is very FROMSOFT-y. So I'm not sure. And they were talking about blood and everything. So it was very FROMSOFT-y. The Night of Moonlight, okay, it was getting there. At this point I was thinking it's probably gonna be Silent Hill or something. What? What? Everything I was expecting but this. And it looks so fucking cool. Loki? Oh, I was actually standing up for the announcement. I was like, how are they making this game and it looks extremely polished literally months after Shadow of the Earth Tree, and also following the announcement of a game that has not been released yet, which is freaking Night Rain. This is something I was not expecting, and I think everyone exploded when they saw it. They were like, yet another From Software game, another Souls-like, after Shadow of the Earth Tree released in some months ago? Like, what? Oh yeah, and this guy. My goodness. The imaginary, holy shit, man. Okay, we're vampires. No, 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 no. No. Guys, no, no, no. You can't say yes, no. If you say yes, you're gonna get banned or something. That's no. The shit is no. 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 You know what I mean, and no. Absolutely. This fucking shit, no. Like, this fucking shit? No. What the? Why does it? I can. No. No. No.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
I pray that you are able.
Woof, this fucking shot, man. Look how cool this guy looks. And how Bloodborne he looks as well. Oof. Not a fucking T-Rex, sure, why not? Throw everything in it. Like, now, why won't you? At this point, I thought it was actually Elden Ring. Because these guys kind of looked like Godskin Apostles. And then this person seems like he's using gravitational magic, which has the same color as in Elden Ring, which is like purple or dark blue.
Tears will flow for one.
And then this guy...
And one alone.
This guy has... Hear me out. The thing he has on the fucking top, like the decorations on the shirt, remind me of the Eclipse Shuttle in Elden Ring, okay? And so I thought it was Elden Ring again. And then he rocks this fucking pose, which is similar to the fucking make contact emote in Bloodborne. I was so confused. I didn't know what to say. It looked like Lies of P and Bloodborne had a baby, and I don't know what to think anymore. And then they released the name. Another unique and exclusive IP. I was very happy. We got a freaking flying rat, which is technically a bat, I guess. Next year, you lost me here, man. Was so fucking hype until that line appeared on screen. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a timed exclusive, but why? Why are Gothic Souls-like bounded to consoles? I don't get it.
What you just saw.
And just in case you're wondering, I got stuff for this as well. We have announced that the software Dustbloods for Nintendo Switch 2 is a PvPvE multiplayer action game. What does this mean? It means it's gonna be a 8-player multiplayer only game. I didn't say anything else. And I expect it to be a 8-people battle royale, which is something I never thought I'd see from FromSoft. They released an interview, which I might find if I scroll here. There we go. Hopefully we're not gonna get weird ads and everything. Tell us what led to the title being developed on Switch 2. We had the opportunity to meet with Nintendo to discuss ideas, and during this discussion we presented a rough outline of the Dustbloods. They didn't say when it was pitched. Very bare bones, yada yada yada. PvPvE 2 title. I don't know what this 2 means. It's an online multiplayer focused game with both players versus player and player versus enemy gameplay. Okay. We know what this means. I've always found that PvPvE structure very interesting. It allows for a broad range of game design ideas while also getting us leverage our experience on designing challenging enemy encounters. Please allow me to address one thing. As previously mentioned, this is an online multiplayer title at its core, but it doesn't mean that we as a company have decided to switch to a more multiplayer focused direction with titles going forward. And this is important. FromSoft is now leaning on a multiplayer only type of game. They want to make experiment. Night Rain and Dustbloods are experiment. They suck at experiments, but they always learn a shitload of stuff from making these. Which means, what if these two fail, we're gonna see their stuff improved in the next game. Which makes me extremely happy, because I like FromSoft. I like the creativity that they put in. I want to see how the flying guy will be implemented in the next game. I want to see how the multiplayer will be implemented, because they are now actually experimenting with their netcode. They are making a shitload of online games because they want to improve their netcode so that they can have a proper, seamless system for all their future games, which is great because fuck the sign system in Souls games. It sucks. It should not exist anymore, and they keep doing it, and it's not needed. And I'm glad that they're learning from this. Look how this diva is posing. He knows what he's doing, and he's just posing for the audience. He knows what he's doing, but he's also like he knows he's in control. Dude, okay, the Dustbloods, the Bloodsworn are competing for something known as the First Blood. As human society reaches an end, First Blood flows an event known as the Twilight of Humanity. Their bloods were sent to the twilight of humanity across a variety of times and places in a bid to obtain First Blood. Due to this, there is no fixed era or location in which the Dustbloods takes place. There are more traditional Gothic or Victorian style maps as well as those depicting the closing years of the early modern period, which means we're going to have a lot of different locations and not just Victorian or Gothic, which is good. It's very good.
Was a brand new.
With my thing about this is that I'm happy that FromSoft is experimenting. I hope this game comes to PC, because in order to play this game, you need the Switch 2, you need online subscription, and it's an hard game, which means not many people will play it. If it comes to PC, however, it's going to be way different. And I hope it does, because I swear to God, we need this game on PC. Otherwise, it's gonna stay stuck on the Switch 2, just like Bloodborne is stuck on the PS4.
Game by From Software.
Also, they announced another Kirby game, which is Kirby Air Riders, which is like a racing game for Kirby, I guess. I'm not really too much into it. People thought this was Smash because of Kirby and the whole setup, but because Sakurai, which is the one making this game, is also the director for Smash. And he knew what he was doing when he made this trailer. With the dark area and Kirby with the star and everything. He knew what he was doing. And then we have what no one thought would see the light of day ever, which is a 3D Donkey Kong game. And as a non-Nintendo fan, this is something I would love to play. Because I fucking love Donkey Kong. No, this game looks amazing. It's like, oh yeah, a platformer game. And then he did this shit. I was like, ah? I'm like, huh? What? He can break everything? You can go in places and dig? Looks like so much fun. It's gonna be hella broken. This game is gonna be hella broken, you know? I expect this to be a fun game that will be broken 3 days once it's released. People will find ways to abuse this system 100%. And there is also stuff for classic Donkey Kong fans, which makes me very happy. It looks like a lot of fun, and the DK design is also very good. Very, very good. Of course, you're gonna face a lot of monkeys and everything, which is very cool. But yeah, it's great.
To recap, Nintendo's...
Honestly, this whole Direct was the best showcase I've seen in probably half a decade. All the problems, 90 euros for a game. Actually, Donkey Kong is going to be 80. It's still a lot, but they are saying we are justifying the price of Mario Kart because it's a game we worked on a shitload of time and effort, and I understand, but I don't justify the price. It's a lot, yeah. Like if it makes you have to price a game that much, it means there was something wrong in the development. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. It's gonna be the main thing is gonna be a selling point for Nintendo Switch. Overall, the only thing that mined this Direct are all the news that came before and after the Direct. There was a thing that they announced in the previous Nintendo Direct, which I don't think I can find here rapidly. Hold on. No, I don't think I can. Actually, yes, I can. The main problem was related to the announcement before where is it? I don't think I can find it. Game chat, overview trailer. Was it in streams? You need to check streams. Okay, I don't think I can find. Okay, virtual game card. This thing. What are you? Fuck me! You're asking all the cool questions. I will answer it for her. She's 160, 1 meter 60 centimeters, just like me in real life.
Game cards. You can put a game featuring Mario in
Okay, this thing, this system.
Zelda game in this one. Freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want.
This is something that, yeah.
But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here.
Hold on in here. She's 1 meter and 60 centimeters, or like 5'4".
Introducing the virtual game card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
This doesn't make any sense. Like me? Yeah. I'm short.
Purchasing the digital version of the game,
I'm hella short.
It will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title. Your digital
Well, then you
games
like me.
up as virtual
Same as
game
me.
cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
It's like when Ubisoft said we should be comfy for not owning our games. Yeah. Wait, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. Just to, I'm gonna keep it silent. I'm gonna say it now. I am as tall as her, and she is 1 meter and 60 centimeters. So now you know. Loading on a second system.
If you have 2 Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second.
This is literally game sharing, okay? I'm gonna simplify it to you. This is game sharing, okay? On Steam, you can share a library with people, and they will play the games that you own because you allow them to, okay? That's perfectly fine. The way they do this for Switch is that you have to locally be with a person. That person will download the game from your Switch onto their Switch, and it will look like you basically digitally switched the you basically give them the permission to play that game up to 2 weeks, okay? And that sounds perfectly fine. The way they phrased it in this fucking shit is that they made the games virtual game cards that people can borrow from you and you can lend to people in case they want to play games that you own. Nintendo, just say it's game sharing. It's not that complex. In Italian we say reparto complicazioni affari semplici, which means they have a department that makes simple ideas as complex as possible. And that doesn't make any sense because you don't need to be that need to be that complex. You just need to be clear that you are talking to your audience, which are mostly children. You should not make things complex, and yet they do for no reason at all. And also, there was another thing that I didn't talk about in the directs that is related to game cards, I think, because it was related to Switch 2, but they pretty much created game cards with game keys. Hold on. Nintendo Switch cartridges with codes. There we go. This is something that people have been complaining about ever since they knew about this. This is a game card with a label on it that is pretty much your game key, okay? What this means is that you don't own a cartridge with the game in it. You own a cartridge that will allow you to download the game that is registered in that cartridge on your Switch. But the game itself is not in the cartridge. What this means is that these cartridges are empty. They don't have the game in it. This is an insult to all the people who want to own a game physically. This is a scam. Because if you sell this game and you don't, or if you buy this game and you don't have internet at home, you can't play it because you can't download it because the game is not on the cartridge. What if Nintendo closes in 10 years? Let's say 10 years. It's not going to happen, but consider it closing it in 10 years. They have to shut all the servers because no one is going to pick up from them. These cartridges become equal to an empty chip that has nothing in it and is worth nothing. This is a huge problem for, oh yeah, addition up there, but you guys probably saw that now, but still, I will talk about it later. It's a huge problem because this is not physical anymore. They are selling digital products for the value of a full game plus the 10 physical extra expense because you're buying the cartridge with the label of the game on it and the game case, which is like less than €1 to be produced. This is a full scam. So Nintendo, great presentation, great games. I don't know who is running you as a company, but they definitely need to be fired because this shit is immoral and inhuman. You're literally offending your audience, your fans, the people that will definitely buy your content by making them buy plastic that is worth close to nothing. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. This was my discussion about Switch 2 and From Software. In the end, Nintendo should fix their shit. This is immoral. From Software has been experimenting a lot with online because they want to improve seamless, which is a very cool thing if you ask me. And I hope they will succeed because seamless is the improvement for Switch games, for FromSoft games. And also Switch games if they release them on Switch. I don't think they will, but I've been waiting for Dark Souls 2 the whole time Switch has been out, and they haven't released it yet. So I don't know. Every time the Switch has been out. So yeah. Switching back to screen. Okay. We might actually take a break because I've been talking a lot. my voice is sore, and I think we need to get some rest. I will think about what to do after my whole discussion, because I've been talking for 2 hours, and we'll see how it goes from there. So give me 5 minutes at least. I will be back after the ads, and we can see if we can do something or call it a day for now. Be right back. I'm back. Hello. I see Dean, you're still here. Very happy. Ooh, my brain is... talking for so long and with this intensity is very tiring. I should be used to it. I should be used to it by now, but it's very hard for me. I'm usually not that talkative. Oof. So what will you guys do? Give me your opinions on Switch 2 and Switch 2 games and others. Personally, I don't think I will buy it on like right off the bat. If I will buy it, it's gonna be in a year or two at least. Personally, yeah, I not gonna lie. There was a time where well, there was back when I used to be at school. I was very good at Italian, like language, like the subject, and there was this thing that was like called theme. It's not actual theme, but it's like you need to make a text with a specific order of like introduction, thesis, description of the thesis, antithesis, and description of the antithesis, and then conclusion, which was pretty much writing an article about stuff. And personally, it kind of made me consider a journalist kind of profession because of how good apparently I was to it. Because my teacher said that I was the best one in that department, in that kind of task. And they also said that I could be a good journalist growing up if I were to pursue that career. In fact, I kind of want to talk about stuff that I like, because I feel like talking about stuff that I like is the main thing that I really enjoy doing. So maybe one day you will see me talk about games more. Have you seen I released a new short on TikTok? Technically, it's supposed to be out on YouTube as well now. Where it's a different style of what I usually do, but it's something that I've always done on stream. Like I made pretty much a very fast guide on stuff on about Elden Ring and how to get a unique weapon early in the game. And I feel like I like to experiment. I like to do different things. It's what I started doing, and it makes streaming much more enjoyable. Yeah. That's why I'm using this model. If I were to use a model based on what goes well in the VTuber community, I would have a huge badonkers, a open tummy, a very over-sexualized appearance, and everything. Okay, I will not watch YouTube at all. Also, I'm not saying that people who have those VTuber models are bad. Why are you describing my model? No. I mean, kinda, but still. You have huge man boobs. Very manly boobs. But yeah, the whole thing is that if I were to do this to gain followers and actually improve my range, my reach, and everything, I will definitely use a VTuber model that is full boobs, almost naked, do sexual jokes 24/7, show I am Coomer baiting, you know, like I am in the bed alone. I need someone to comfort me. Can someone join me? And like get 100,000 likes on Twitter because of it. Honestly, fuck that. Fuck that kind of thing. I hate it with a passion. It's just not me. It's not me. Not me. I like to be chill. I like to do what I like. I like to enjoy games, and that's it. You will do it for Bobo? You will become Coomer bait? What? Rolling, what the fuck? That's weird. Not gonna lie. That's very weird. So yeah. If I were to become Coomer bait, you will definitely not see me here anymore. I'll probably just... Should I do an experiment? No, I can't. I'm too tired and freezing to explain. Should I do an experiment and make an account where I am doing that kind of thing for like 3 months and see how well it performs compared to this? Should I? Oh god, no. Yeah, me neither, but I'm pretty sure it would perform insanely well, not gonna lie. Unfortunately. It will definitely perform insanely well. And I hate it. I will ban everyone. No. It's gonna be something that I run. Like, you will not, you don't need to be there to watch it. It's gonna be something that is an experiment. I wouldn't make it last. I would like, I'm gonna do it for 3 months and then announce it and then gonna close everything. And if you want to follow my real me, go on this account. If you are there for the content and not for the Gunnar bait. It would be fun to do, but I don't know. Probably need to invest way too much money to make it interesting. Because, you know, I'd need art, I'd need model, I'd need everything, and it's not worth it as of now. If I were to have all the content, all the money to make it happen, I will definitely try. But since I don't, it is what it is. Also, okay, no, I'm gonna do it next time. I wanted to talk about an additional to streams. Some people that were paying attention probably saw it. I can talk about it now as well. I made this. Should be able to see it. Yeah. Automatically, like once for like a minute every hour, these two bars will pop up there. And I set them as goals for, you know, people who are interested, because the money I get from commissions is going to be money I intend to spend them in my own way, which is like get the model, get some art, get some food, because I also need the money for food. And, you know, commissions are my way to live. But if people want to invest in the channel, you can now donate, and those go to these goals appear. Daily subs, which is self-explanatory. Just if I can get 2 subs each stream, that will make it definitely more worth it to stream, and will also give me some more input, brain-wise, to stream, because I see the interest. And if someone wants, they can also donate to make me get a lip motion, which will definitely improve my hand tracking, because I need it, because this thing is awful. So yeah, in case someone is interested in giving me a couple of bucks because of it, because that is my original focus was on streaming. Now it's more on making content and commissions. And if someone is willing to improve the streams as well and show interest, I would love to accept it. Because I know this is not going to be my main thing. The money I get from streaming compared to the amount of time I spend working on commissions is abysmal. Like, it's not worth it unless I have like 75 subs per month. It's not worth it. So yeah, that's the main thing. I'm not asking for money, but if we get them, you know where they're gonna be spent on. That's what I'm saying. Let me remove it because I don't like to be shown. It's not gonna stay up there constantly because I don't want to ask money for people. But in case you are interested in that, it's gonna appear from time to time, and you will know what the goals are and at what point we reached which. I'm also working on some extra additions or improvements, but that's because I want to also learn different things. That's it, I guess. I actually don't have anything else to talk about. I wanted to talk about Switch 2, I want to talk about roll-in and why I spent so much time away. I think that's pretty much it for the day. Don't have anything else to say. We're gonna play Kingdom Hearts in 2 days. And Saturday we're gonna finish, Saturday night, we're gonna finish Fly Night with Snap, hopefully. So yeah. I don't think I have anything else to say. We could end the stream here. Do we have anyone to raid? Because I also don't feel like playing right now. I'm sorry, but it's also been a while since I started playing. I started streaming. Since I've streamed, so I don't want to overdo it. I have no one. There is literally no one, really? Let me see. Twitch. There's Kiyomi, but she has 90 viewers. Holy shit. That's true. I have no one. I have no one either. Wow. No raid day, I guess? I don't feel like raiding if there is no one I know. I do have someone, but they are Italian and wouldn't really fit well. I could, just for the sake of raiding someone, so people can get more points to spend in the tournament, which is gonna happen in 10 days or so. Yeah, we're gonna raid them. It's fine. It's fine. I just noticed how many we are. It's fine. It's just a talking stream. It's fine. No biggie. Hopefully Kingdom Hearts is gonna be way more interesting for people. Being away for so long makes people disappear from your chat. I realize this. So maybe, Rolly, maybe next time I will come to your place. I will bring all my VTuber and streaming stuff. Maybe I will do a couple of streams there as well. Just to keep it active. So stream, thank you, Din, for being here all from start to finish. Really appreciate it. Okay. In case you don't know, the channel I'm reading now, I'm also part of it. It's Italian only, so be mindful that you will see Italian stuff in there. In case you're not interested, don't worry about it. It's just an experiment and something for fun I'm doing with friends. So yeah. Have a good rest of the day, night, whatever time zone you're in. See you in a couple of days. Check out the socials in case you don't know. You haven't followed me there. And yeah, have a good rest of the day, night.